Good morning, Ramon. Good morning, team. Hope everyone's ready for some major victories today to pad the pocketbooks, line your wallet with money. I think we're ready to go, Ramon. How about you?
Yeah, we could just start right away. We need to get on with these winners after yesterday. Mindy, I don't know if it's a limited selection. I mean, it is better to have more games, but you should be able to find some winners in there. But yesterday, we were just mediocre. Let's just tell it like it is. Hello to everyone, and welcome to the Morning Steam with the Midwest Premier Sports Handicapper, Mindy Hahn. I'm Ramon Scott. Get ready for another day of picks here. Good to see everyone filing into the chat for the show here on Tuesday. Yeah, let's get at some winners, Mindy. After yesterday's action, we tried to bring some home, but man, just didn't go our way. We need your help in the chat today. Bring your plays, your stats, your winners. Because I don't know, Mindy, we had the under in Ottawa and Boston yesterday, but
You had a good start to the day.
yeah, but Pittsburgh let us down there in the night. And in college basketball, that also wasn't that swift, if you will. We did have Kansas, and that was a pretty strong winner. I think a lot of people ended up on Kansas. It seemed like there. And but we had Santa Barbara. They lost outright to Fullerton. And then on our so I don't know. We need winners. Get this show back on the road, on the right track.
That's right. I'm ready. We're going to get it.
Ron was here first. Hello. And let's see if we can greet some more people before we get rolling, Mindy. But again, we just have today hockey and college basketball.
That's right.
No pro just yet.
Still waiting, anticipating the start back of the NBA.
Yeah, I don't know. We should be able to still pick some winner. Walk This Way's already got winners for us. Write these down. Miami and Sparty today, it looks like. And the Aggies. Might have heard that. Some steam coming through. I'll mute that, but let's see what we got. Had some steam just come in right now. It's on Eastern Michigan, Mindy.
Eastern Michigan,
right now.
Huh?
Yeah,
Okay.
Eastern Michigan minus
Western Michigan, right?
Small points, yep. And that's some steam that just came across here. I didn't mute it, so maybe you heard it. But here's Walk This Way talking about some of the games that he would be at least liking the value on. Latifa is here today. Got that nice 9-game hockey card. That's where we got to go to get the winners, I think, here in this one, Mindy.
Right.
Let's
and Greg, I know. What about Norfolk State losing straight up? Jeez, I tell you, it was a rough run for. I said Greg was saying that, Howard and Norfolk State, like we talked about, got beat straight up. Maybe they just weren't ready for the rest of conference play. I mean, since they kind of have it in the bag.
Yeah, I usually pretty strong there on the on those conferences, but I really did not come through yesterday. I did have a winner. Commerce and Nichols under was a premium winner for me, and also I had a premium winner yesterday with the Flyers and Calgary over, but had some push. We had. I had some pushes. I pushed that UCSD UC Davis total. That seemed to be in the bag, but they got into the foul game a little bit late. Ended up pushing there. So, hello to everybody. Thanks for joining us in here. Ziggy is here today. He's already got his NHL ready for us. He likes Vegas puck line in Nashville. Greg Gillings is here today. And looks like our chat's well loaded, if you know what I mean. Okay.
Yeah, I have a couple new folks in so far. I don't know if you found them yet.
Ron is celebrating Mardi Gras already. So good to see the regulars in here. I don't see many newcomers yet, but we know that they will file in.
Yeah, Pick Zombies is in here today. That's a new one, I believe.
Oh, no.
Ben Wilson here, too. Loving your Kings tonight.
Ron's got the little Caesars ready to roll. Oh, Evan, that's so nice. Man.
I know, the anticipation. While me and Ramon are talking shop in the back.
Pick Zombies. Is that you, Pick Zombies? All right. Yep. Ron, Hurricanes over. We've got plays already coming in, it looks like.
Right.
Butterscotch here today. Of course he is. Good to have Ben Wilson with us today. Nice to have Ben Wilson. Is that you, Ben?
Oh, funny.
Great to have you. And Adam is here today as well. There's a Ben Wilson on one of the major sports gambling shows. Is that you, Ben? if not, you're just not. You're just regular Ben. Not anymore. You're not. Not
right.
Part of the morning.
The Ben Wilson.
Yes, you are Ben Wilson. Hey, Mindy, we mentioned that Western Michigan, Eastern Michigan steam that came in. Also, they're steaming the total over right now, 152.5. So that followed up the move there on Eastern Michigan. So kind of interesting there. Also, one of the games that we're going to preview taking some steam right now as we speak, Baylor and Kansas State. They're moving on the over here at 146. It's going higher as we speak. Baylor and Kansas State currently taking steam on the over right now. Ron likes Hurricanes and the points. It's one of the games that we're going to preview today. So, all right. Let me just flash up any other plays. I mean, you guys are all ready to roll. Latifah's on the Kings already. Ron likes Michigan State. We'll talk about that game. Ron also on the puck line with the Lightning. You're not just regular Ben. You're Team Steam Ben now. Thanks for being here, Ben. Hopefully you've been here before and just getting to into the chat for the first time. You know what the show's about, hopefully. So, all right. Thomas Lewis here also.
So they really call the dab the elbow cough on on YouTube. So did you get in on StreamYard and talk about how you were upset that the emojis are not coming through?
No, by the time I did not do that. I've got to do that.
Well, we'll write yourself a note next time.
All right, you guys. So probably should get rolling, but first let's head on over to Tony'sPicks.com. We got to take care of some business over here and take a look at the handicapper leaderboards for yesterday and talk about what we have to offer over at Tony's Picks. 4 handicappers with 2-1 records yesterday. So we're not alone, Mindy. Not everybody had a winning day yesterday. It looks like the games were pretty tough with the limited selection. Also, probably limited the number of plays. But just to note, you're still on top of the handicapper leaderboards, Mindy, over the last 7 days. Take a look. Plus 1,100 units to lead all handicappers. The VIP account is also up nearly 900 units with a 22-12 record. Tony T. 20-13 over the last 7 days as well. Having a good week. For the last 30 days, Mindy, it's you and I.
Here we are. There. Yep. Slow and steady wins the race, Ramon.
4,700 units over the last 30 days. How's your handicapper doing? If you're doing okay and the show is treating you right, you don't need a handicapper giving you plays, well, then that's just fine. But if you want to team Mindy and I up on the 2-for-1 capper promotion, we'll tell you what, we wouldn't mind that right now. You can pick up Mindy and I together for 3 days, 7 days, 30 days, even for a year. Just know that look at those numbers right there. Sure, you get lots of free picks here, but how about 7 days for $229? You can get Mindy and I together, get all of our plays for an entire week, these are our premium picks, not the
That's right.
team plays that you get for free right here. But you can pick up Mindy and I, and you can also use the Tony T 20% discount there. And I can't buy my own plan. Okay,
what?
well, that's okay. Yeah.
Wow. All right.
Sorry, Mindy.
All right.
Cut you in on the profits there, but that's the 2-for-1 handicapper promotion. So why not team Mindy and I up over there because of our records that I mentioned there over the last 30 days, independently documented. We got a third-party service comes in, grades the plays. It's all automated, but I mean, we don't do it ourselves. We just enter the plays, and whatever happens, happens. So you see Mindy and I there up 4,700 units over the last 30 days. And, well, on the show, we're almost as good, thanks to you guys in the chat. So maybe we'll get started. A few more comments, then we'll get rolling with the show for today. Just like I said, Mindy, with the 15 games we're going to preview today. So I'd like to see if anybody else has joined us. Butterscotch Red Wings already here. Oh, we had that one already, right? And Ron says he likes the Golden Knights. Good conversation there in the chat. Looks like we're ready to roll. Ben.
Here we go.
Okay. All right. We'll get ready. We'll go with, I think college basketball is first today, Mindy, on the free picks rapid fire. So let's get with it. Oh, well, first, before, want to make sure that that's Kong's Clips. Is that you, Kong's Clips?
Got
a 1 in 3 chance here with our new chat members.
Right.
Great to
Who's
have
the
you.
imposter, Ramon? Who is it? It's like the shell game. It's kind of what we're playing.
Could be you guys. All right, let's get it popping, Ron says. How about those pictures? Hey, how about those pictures of Ron in the Discord hanging out on the float? Let's
that one was TJ's on the float.
Yeah, TJ was on the float. Okay, let's
Ron all he does is show off his winnings. He had what, Kansas?
Yeah, well, yeah, it was great to see those. Right, it was great to see those tickets yesterday. Doubles is here today. Ninja 13. Hello to Ninja 13. Hello to Francis. Carl is here today.
Jeez,
yeah, you guys are all
new folks. I love it. Carl, I think usually makes it on the weekend.
Is that right?
Yeah, nice.
Oh boy. And Ben Wilson likes East Carolina moneyline. Here's the Discord where we, have been hanging out in there a little bit, sharing tickets, sharing plays, sharing information. So Brent Cook also here today. Oh man, we might have a good day here all of a sudden with all these new people chiming in at least.
Right.
Hopefully you've been here before, but let's get started for sure after this. All right.
Here we go. Some college basketball action.
Start with college basketball action. That's all we got. Well, that the hockey, but in basketball anyways. All right. Miami of Florida and Virginia Tech. Yes, it's a big one. Virginia Tech is -2 here, and the total is 154 as we get things going.
Well, I guess, they've already been giving us the plays here in the chat. I'm going to go with Miami. Hurricanes here 4-0 against the spread. The last 4, 21-5 on the road, Ramon. Virginia Tech, just not great at covering spreads, right? 11-16, 1-4 in its last 5. I'm going to take Miami today. And plus points? Perfect. I'll take it.
Okay. Mindy will be on the Hurricanes. Hey, check out Tony's videos today as well. Tony will have 11 games, I believe, previewed on his show today. So check those out as well. This gives you a few more games in addition to ours. Mindy's going to be on the Hurricanes here. We also heard from plenty of you already. You're supposed to save it for the in the middle of the show, but I'm sure they'll be chiming in again right now. And take a look at Ron. He likes Miami here. Greg is on Miami and the over. Well, that's where I'm going to be headed right there, is to the over in this one with Miami and Florida. I'm not sure about Miami on the road in this particular game. Latifah's on Miami, though, however. Looks like it's almost unanimous. I'm ready to get scolded. I think last time that we had, remember when I said come back? I think I defied the chat. I'm always saying when I'm wrong with the chat, but that one time, and everyone was last time, I don't know, a few days ago, and everyone was like, "Come on, Ramon," and I went the other way, but I was right for once. And let's take a look. Oh no! Whoa!
Scotch lock.
Yeah, Scotch locks Miami. Well, I'm already on the over, so oh well, that's okay. Brent's also looking to Miami here. Carl on Miami. Hey, Mindy, say hello to Albert Cabral here today.
Nice. Hello,
with a great comment.
Yeah, for sure.
Thank you, Albert. Hopefully you will be joining us quite a bit. And Evan just quoted me.
Right.
Ben says he's I don't have a problem with that, Ben. It looks like you've been here before, maybe just haven't commented. But this crew, when it's overwhelming in our chat, it's not necessarily a terrible idea. Like when everyone else is, when you're watching all the shows and everybody in the world is on the same team. Daniel's here today as well.
Golf? Albert's able to golf? I can't golf in the winter. No fair. Golf.
Oh, he's on the West Coast out here.
No fair.
Supposed to be really
I'd have to golf at the indoor range or whatever. Boo to that.
Supposed to be very wicked weather here over the next couple of days. Well, he's coming from Southern California. I'm in the sports betting capital of the world, Las Vegas now, but keeping up with SoCal. It's going to be a wild weather week over there. All right, Mindy, I'm going to go in this game on the over. Virginia Tech is just pounding the over right now. They're 9-1 in their last 10 games to the over. They're also 15-9 to the over as a favorite. Mindy, you're on Miami. I'm going to be on the over in this one. All right. Tennessee and Texas A&M, another good game. And here it is. A&M favored over the Vols by 1.5, total 129.
Man, I thought Tennessee was going to get themselves a win over the weekend. They just always seem to be kind of trending in the wrong direction here. 1-5 in the last 6. A&M now has won 14 of 16 meetings and 13-1 at home this season. I got to take Texas A&M today. -1.5.
Well, Latifah's with you here. Hello to Gary Playa today. Max likes, I believe, the under here. And it looks like TJ does as well in this one. Blake says Tennessee is playing bad all of a sudden. Take A&M here. You said you were, right, Mindy?
That's right. And Blake knows best, being in Tennessee.
Scotch, though, A&M also. Numbers gang, A&M. You guys are overwhelming on A&M right now. Wow. Gosh, I think I'm going to probably do it on this one. Brent going to stay off this one, it looks like. Adam likes the under here. Greg mentioned the line move in the game. Yeah, there were some openers that were 1 on Tennessee. I also saw some openers that were just -1 on A&M. So, yeah, I'm talking about that under City right there. Max talks about, what is he saying here? 10 of the last 14 games for A&M have gone. I believe that's what he's saying. Let's confirm that here. Let's see, you might have that at the ready. Yeah, well, overall, is it the series or A&M in general? Because I'm showing A&M kind of. Scott says they're 13-1 straight up at home. Ron wants the under in this game. Oh man, you guys are hot on A&M. I don't mind it. I'll do it. I do like A&M in this one.
All right, is it official?
Yeah, because take a look. I mean, here's the thing. A&M is a great. They're 18-9 against the spread. They're 14-7. They are a favorite now, as mentioned there. So move to the favorite. They're 14-7 as a favorite this season. Tennessee's been an underdog only once this year, and they lost. They did not cover the spread in that game. Brent says check out the injuries in this game for Tennessee and Texas A&M. And Josiah Jordan James, questionable for this one. Julian Phillips, questionable for this one for Tennessee. So 2 notable injuries for Tennessee. I don't think they're huge impact players, but certainly injuries that are announced. All right. And Kong says, are all of your picks against the spread? No, we really specialize in spreads and totals for the most part, also some money lines. But here on the show, Mindy and I mostly focus on sides and totals because that's mostly what we offer at Tony'sPicks.com, where we sell our premium picks. We do free picks here on the show, kind of promoting ourselves, try to pick winners with the chat, show that we're good handicappers, and we sell our top picks over at Tony'sPicks.com. So, yep, Scotch. No, I think I was ready. I think I was already ready to go with A&M. I mean, look, Tennessee, they're 4-6 against the spread. Yeah, all of our picks are against sometimes we do if the line's close. I think Mindy likes to, if the line's
like this one, I'd probably put A&M on the money line, minus 115, 120, something like that.
And she gets artistic authority there to do that. So Max is from Tennessee, another Tennessee resident here with us. So you're represented well in our chat. All right, Mindy, I'm going to do it. I like A&M here in this one. Good comments there from everyone, and making sure I don't miss this one with A&M. All right, premium consensus right there.
Good morning, Corenzo, a Miami fan. Missed some of our Miami picks.
Ron said, just like we said, A&M, he takes it on the money line. So, yeah, Kongs, that's we didn't know it was going to be like that, Kongs, but it just seemed like the right thing to do. I mean, the chat became the stars. First, it was just me and Mindy here all by ourselves for a few weeks.
That wasn't very fun. I mean, it was okay, right? I mean, but once we got going, it's like just hanging out with our friends in the morning, drinking coffee, that sort of thing.
Well, we did agree that, when the chat started to roll in, that, putting the picks on the screen, putting you guys on the record, right? So that you guys feel like you have something invested. Look, we all can make our bets, and we can win or lose, whatever. But when you win your bet, you're happy. You want some money too. But, when you're putting your opinion on the line out there, like we do on the show, kind of gives you some cred, some betting cred, and you can get it right here by putting your plays in our chat, and we'll put it up there on the screen.
And then plus you guys have started to influence Tony too. So he's like, how about we, increase, the amount of action that we do here with the folks in the chat. So we're looking towards, a little bit of a monitor where you can put your own picks, and they're tracked via Tony's site and having competitions and where you can win money. And I think it's going to be great. I'm so excited for it. You guys will love it.
I'd like to participate in the monitor. I don't want to take we do. We get to?
We get to, yeah.
Oh, okay. I mean, I don't, that's awards.
Because they said pretty much every pick that we make on the show, everything's going to be entered, it sounds like.
Okay. Well, I'd like to enter more picks for when I hope that people can see them. And we'll give any prizes to the chat. I mean, all right, Mindy, how about Baylor and Kansas State here? Boy, you picked out some, well, there weren't, I mean, it's not a huge card, but still, these are some doozies. I mean, coin flips, basically. Here's Baylor -1. Ooh, this one's up to 147.5.
Okay. Yeah, Greg, it's going to be awesome. Like Tony's got, he talks about he has like 26 work orders in. So as soon as, the IT folks get the stuff done, we're keep rolling and rolling and rolling. We're going to roll that stuff out. And then I know he wants to do, virtual poker games and everything. So it's going to be a whole lot of fun.
I don't know what TJ is doing. He's already really ready for Thursday.
Do we miss NBA?
I think TJ might have just clicked up because a lot of the books have all the lines out now for NBA for those games. Teasing you, TJ. Okay. Benny, we got the Baylor and Kansas State.
Well, I think I'm going to go Baylor here. They're just averaging, 122 points per 100 possessions. K-State, on the other hand, 111 per 100 possessions. K-State just not scoring here as of late for whatever reason. Only 63 points a game here. I know the Wildcats are good at home, but the Bears are playing pretty well as of late. 4-1 in the last 5 games overall. Road team 11, 5-1 the last 17. Favorites also 5-2 against the spread in the last 7. A lot of Baylor for me going in the right direction today. Taking Baylor.
All right, Mindy will be on the Baylor Bears here on the road, laying the 1 point. They opened a little bit higher, so maybe the action's coming in on Kansas State a little bit here. They might be a little bit better statistically to the number. Let me take a look here. In this one, yeah.
Yeah, Ron and TJ, I know they've been waiting big on the on the NBA here as of late. They're putting in games already. But yeah, Evan looking for Kansas State. Taking some advice from Butterscotch.
Yeah.
And Carenzo just wants in the NBA. We only got a couple more days to wait. It won't be too bad.
I'm going to go under in this one, Mindy, for sure, with Baylor and Kansas State. I mean, I just, for 147.5 now, I get it. I guess, maybe it is, but TJ does say under here as well.
What did that line start at, Ramon?
Well, maybe 145.5.
Okay.
Let me see. A couple points already on a total that, I mean, these teams aren't exactly over city.
Correct.
The public is all on the over in this one. I mean, they are, just tickets are just flying in on the over if you trust those, those numbers. I always do. I know it's a, point of contention with handicappers, observers, but I tend to trust ticket counts and the action like that just because, they're all responsible to each other. The books want to report to one another. They get free line service by reporting to those companies. So that's the way that works. And do have Kansas State 8-2 to the over as a favorite. I mean, to the Kansas State 7-11 to the under at home. They are a strictly over team as an underdog. That's what I meant to say, but I'm not too worried about that in this situation. TJ loves the under. So, all right, Mindy's on Baylor here. I'm going to be on the under 147.5. All right.
And Darren O'Reilly has made it this morning.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's say hello to Darren. Wow.
Yeah, Darren, give us your picks. Let us know who you're on.
It's at least 6 or 7 new chatters with us
awesome.
today in the chat. Awesome. Man, awesome. Okay. Well, here's a game that seems to have the chat a little bit perplexed. So we're ready to talk about it. And we got one of the biggest Creighton gambling sports betting experts here, Mindy Hahn, to tell us about Creighton. Creighton, they had that losing streak early in the year, Mindy, but we know that the big man was out, missed some games. He missed some more games. They at least won some of those. So here's Creighton. They're favored in this one by 5.5, and the total 148.5.
Yeah, so if I'm not mistaken, both of these two teams here are vying for first place. Both play pretty good defense here. I just think as of late, Creighton has been by far, on their game, right? I mean, they're 12-1 at home. The team is 4-1 against the spread in the last 5. I just feel like I got to go Creighton tonight. They've just been playing really well and covering spreads here. I'm going to take them today, minus the 5.5.
All right, well, sure, they lost that game to Providence, but who doesn't lose to Providence? But yeah, Marquette 13-3 atop the Big East. Creighton 12-4 in second place, tied with Xavier, tied with Providence, but they are at home here, so things are really heating up in the Big East, and will be punctuated by tonight's game with Marquette and Creighton. Mindy likes them, going to lay the points. Don't want to slight Marquette here, even though on the road. But Creighton, they are on that roll right now. I think they've won, 6 of their last 7, or maybe it's even 7 of their last 8 now with that. Marquette's won 7 of 8, and Creighton has also, if I'm not mistaken, they've won 9 of 10. So, wow, just hot teams here coming in. Let's see. The chat's going to be hot on this one, I'm sure. C Spill's here today, and he likes Marquette.
Right.
Scotch is on Marquette. Ron likes the under here, it looks like. And looks like Brent, I don't know if this is his prediction. I'm not sure. I see James here today. Good to see James. So, all right, Mindy's going to be on Creighton in this one. I'll probably look to go under here. I'm going to take the under. I'm going to take the under when we're in the high 140s in a game like this that both teams want to have. Brian Hall. Hello to Brian Hall.
Good morning.
Thank you for joining us. Wow, a lot of new faces here. Yes, Evan. Thank you for pointing that out. Looks like TJ taking Marquette plus the points here, Mindy. I'd say there's some conflict.
A little bit.
In the chat a little bit. Scott says Creighton by 3 or 4 points, which would be a win but not a cover. So Ron wants Creighton, though, in this one. So I'll take the under in this one. No, I don't know. But I think that is Brian.
I think it is, too.
Yeah.
Especially when we come in with ladies and gents. I appreciate that.
For the code words.
We saw some code words earlier.
Lucky Powers here. We know Lucky's always around. And good morning to Lucky. All right. Moving on now. Another good matchup here with Indiana taking on Michigan State. Michigan State favored in this one by 3.5. And the total, 135. In fact, I'm showing it down to 3 now, Mindy. 3 and 135.5. Michigan State favored.
Well, I feel like today I have seen a lot of, support for Michigan State, and I'm going to go against the chat here so far. I'm going to go ahead and, take Indiana. They have the better defense. I think the offenses are pretty similar in this case. But, Michigan State won by, what was it? Was it 13 last time? Or was it, I don't remember how it went now.
Go ahead. I'll tell you.
You'll tell me. All right. Yeah. So the Spartans are 1-5 against the spread in the last 6 versus a team with a winning record. Hoosiers 7-3 against the spread. The last game out versus a team with a winning record here. So I'm going to go Indiana today on the road.
Yeah, IU won that meeting back on January 22nd, 82-69 as a 4.5-point favorite at home. So Michigan State gets the chance possibly to return the favor, but Mindy likes Indiana to come and still get that road, at least to cover, maybe a win today, but I'll go under in this one, Mindy, with Indiana and Michigan State at 135.5. Give me the under. Indiana's 7-3 to the under in the last 10 games. Michigan State, kind of a consistent under this year. Not overwhelming, but I think I'm going to take the under. Let's take a look and see what the chat has to say. Here's Ron with Michigan on the money line here. And here comes, let's see, Butterscotch on MSU. Kong, that's his team. TJ's with me here on the under. And it looks like that might be about it for the chat.
Yeah, lots of tough games today.
Good games. We need them. Just want to mention
these last couple days of not so much.
Give you a little steam action here that just came in within the last several minutes. Ohio U minus 10.5, taking some steam right now, heading towards 11 against Northern Illinois today. It looks like the Sharps are pounding Ohio U. Also, we're seeing steam coming in right now on a road team, Utah State at Wyoming. Utah State now up to -5 or higher. So more steam coming in, as it always does here in the morning. That's why we call it the morning steam. That's when the line moves the most and gets settled. So, all right. Looks like Greg's on Indiana here. And a good point, Ron. This is going to be an emotional game tonight. Thank you for that. Definitely. I'm sure we'll even see, we saw Izzo. It was funny, we rely on sport, right? I mean, Tom Izzo's the basketball coach at Michigan State, yet he was one of the leading people out there speaking to the public to trust in coming back to school. We all got to get back on with our lives. It's not about that. Everyone's going to return. It's not about Michigan State. It's just about the crazies. We know they're out there always and nowadays, and it will be an emotional situation. That is something I think that should not be overlooked in this. We sometimes take that for granted, but I think this one will be a little bit important for them. So Mindy, though, on Indiana, definitely, everyone's going to feel it. I mean, Indiana also fans. So, all right, pick zombie. Of course, pick zombies wants more picks.
Right. I mean, we would expect nothing less than just picks. All we get is picks.
Kenny Peacock here today. Good to see Kenny. And Ron, great. Yeah, Coach Izzo was out there, making one of the big speeches to, the student body. Hey, here's another. Mindy, I want you to welcome Ryan Kroll here. He's got his own pick for us on a game that we're going to preview right now. So just want to say hello first to Ryan, because our next game is going to be Iowa State and Texas. He's going to take the over, but he's a new viewer with us, a new commenter anyway. So hopefully you've been here. This is great to have so many new commenters. And we know that you guys have been watching a little bit, coming in with the picks, or at least know what the show is about. So a good point there by Brent in the chat.
And Jim's here today.
What?
Jim Pritchett.
Oh, okay. Yep. Jim.
And John Todd.
Wow. Hello to John.
Like no one is feeling shy today. I love it.
Yeah.
We're not too scared. You right, Ramon?
No, this is great. I mean, it just goes to show that this audience is growing. Get your picks ready. Put them in. We'll flash them on the screen. Go on the record. Mindy and I do. So that's hard for some people. It's hard for some people to get on and put their picks on the record for some reason. People are, wish we had more people to do videos and stuff like that here at Tony's Picks. So, all right, let's get into that game right now with Iowa State and Texas. Texas -7.5, total 136.
I just think this is too many points for Texas to cover here today. I mean, I kind of feel like this is like Texas should be favored by, I don't know, 3 to 5, something like that. I just think 7, 8, too many points here for me for a team that's even for a slumping team like Iowa State. I mean, I know they're only 3-7 against the spread, but the Longhorns are only 2-5 in their last 7 versus a team with a winning record. So it's not like Texas is this huge, great cover team. I'm going to go ahead and take Iowa State here.
All right, Mindy's on Iowa State, and also TJ is on Iowa State. And Pick Zombies, you're worrying me a little bit. Good to have you, though. And Reese is here today also. Good to hear from Reese today.
Made lots of cash. Good to hear.
Oh, my gosh. That's a lot.
Right.
All right, Mindy. Mindy is on Iowa State. I kind of agree with you about those points. I'm going to end up taking another under here to give another play out, however. And I'll give out the under. Mindy will take Iowa State plus the 7. I will go under 136. I think for me in this one, considering these two teams, not a lot of trends to go under, but I will mention that it's mostly Iowa State. Texas is kind of a big over team, but Iowa State's 9-17 to the under this season, including 4-7 to the under on the road. I'll take the under in this one.
Win by 15. Oh my goodness. It's going to be interesting to see.
Yeah. Well, Danny says he's new to the community, but watching for a couple of weeks. He likes Iowa State. Yeah, we saw you though, Danny. We saw you comment. Comment a couple of days ago. So we know you're out there and appreciate it.
Yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm. Evan's talking 25 new people. I think Evan, it might be exaggerating, but you know what? We don't know who's all chatting, and looks like Evan wants Texas here. Yeah,
I think so.
Yeah, that's okay. I'm not sold on why. I think I agree with what Mindy was saying. So, all right, that's a look at college basketball. Our college basketball for today, but yeah, it is a good card.
Yeah, for sure.
Don't forget, check out Tony's videos as well. Tony has previews of several more games, including Villanova and Xavier, Murray State and Missouri, Murray State and Missouri State. Say that
10 times.
Mississippi. Well, just because also he's got a preview of Mississippi State and Missouri, Akron and Toledo, Utah State and Wyoming. Some of the games we didn't preview here. Texas Tech and Oklahoma, Colorado State and San Diego State. So check out all of our videos on the Tony'sPicks.com YouTube channel. We're looking for cappers that can make videos. Go to Tony'sPicks.com, go to the footer menu, and you could be here with us on the morning steam. You already are.
Right. Yeah, John, I guess there's lots of folks that like Texas other than I think it was me and one other person. So we'll see how it goes.
Looks like Danny's down there with TJ.
That's right. TJ was hitting the Mardi Gras parades on the floats, throwing the beads.
Yep.
Important stuff.
All right. Scotch gives us another play as we move out of here, though, over to hockey. He's giving out Xavier against Villanova. Xavier's favored by 5.5 points to 4.5 now. That one's actually gone down. So, all right. Greg wants one. Greg wants one before we go. If you want, we do have Tony did do a video on this game, but he says no biggie if you don't want to, Mindy. But
I don't mind.
and there's C. James with a couple of picks. So he likes Toledo in that game. All right, we can talk about it. I will mention this real quick maybe before we get into Akron and Toledo, that St. Louis is taking steam right now. They were a pick-em against Richmond. It looks like they're going to be a favorite here in no time, probably by at least a point or more. Action coming in currently on St. Louis. Steam coming in on St. Louis. TJ liking VCU today against St. Joe's. So Verley's here today.
Hello.
Oh, I love to say Verley's name in the morning. Whoa. Watch out. Don't get crazy on Verley. All right, so let's take a look. We'll take a look at the game between Akron and Toledo. In this one, I'm showing Toledo's going to be the favorite here. Right now, it is Toledo by 4, 148.5.
Well, I have Toledo winning by about 5.5. So I'm going to be taking Toledo today. Just a kind of a slight lean for me. I have one at like a 5.3 and a 5.2 in here. But yeah, Toledo here, their tempo is much faster, 70 possessions per 40 minutes compared to 64 per 40 minutes. And then also, if I take a look at offensive efficiency, 116 points per 100 possessions for Toledo, only 108 per 100 for Akron. And then you have a little bit better efficiency on the defensive side here with Akron. I mean, they've been holding teams to about 69 points a game, but that is 5 points more than their average for the season. And then you have a Toledo team that's, averaging about 90 points a game on their home court, which is about a point or two better than their season-long total here as well. I like Toledo to cover at home, the -4.
How about it, guys? Mindy Hahn right there, spontaneous. She wanted a preview on Akron and Toledo. You got it. I mean, broke it down there for you just like that. I'll just take Toledo. I mean, how can I not at this point? I do like Toledo. It's not just about agreeing with Mindy, even though I was a kid, just agree with Mindy and we'll be okay. But I think for me, I'm all about Toledo in this one against Akron. Why not? They're the team that gets the numbers at home of late. So that's the way I'm going to go. Toledo's 9-3 against the spread at home this year. And meanwhile, Akron's just 4-8 against the spread on the road. Akron's been playing a little bit better of late, no doubt about it. But Toledo 13-9 as a favorite. Akron 2-6 ATS as a dog. So you have a favorite that covers and an underdog that doesn't. And let's take Toledo that's just play number 2, huh, Mindy?
That is it. Just number 2.
Good thing. Hey, good thing we had Greg here to suggest another play so we can get a consensus play on it, because we only have 2 plays. It's going to be A&M minus the small number and Toledo minus the little bit bigger number. All right, those are our 2 plays for college basketball. That's what we got. Right. Let's go to hockey. Latifah's been quiet in the background. She's probably
That's right, waiting it out.
Making breakfast or something. Waiting for a $5 favorite. The Lightning. Look, I'm sorry, folks. We do have some good competitive games, but I got to be honest with you. We got some games that aren't supposed to be so competitive. But look what happened yesterday. I mean, well, granted, it wasn't a victory, but look at that Anaheim, Florida game, Mindy. And at least I had a winner there with Anaheim on the show on the puck line. Remember, Florida was a $4 favorite. And that one ended up 4-3 in kind of a wild game. So, and what are you going to do about this one, Mindy? A $5 favorite here in this one. Reese, I think, likes the first period over. TJ just says go over in the game. But also he likes Tampa on this puck line. So what are we going to do here? We've got two big favorites to lead off the.
Well, that's the whole thing, right? I mean, sure, I like the Lightning, but sure, I like the Lightning on the puck line, but still at -1.5, they're still, -200. So I'm going to pass on all that. I'm going to go ahead and take the over total here in this one. Ducks are ranked 32nd in the NHL in goals against. So people like to score on them, I'd say. And have allowed 6 goals per game over their last 5. Lightning ranked 8th in goals at 193, scoring 3.5 goals a game, taking the over 4-1 in the last 5 meetings between these two as well.
All right, you guys all want to go over in this game? I'll go with you guys and go over, even though it's 6.5, over 25, about as high as you could see a Ducks game get. I mean, it feels like for me. I'll do it, Mindy. I'll go over with you. Look, I'll probably find a puck line for Tampa Bay somewhere. I don't know if I can lay 2.5, but gosh, 1.5 is $2. I mean,
yeah.
So I'll take the over with you. Look, I mean, it's not an outrageous idea. Even though the Ducks are involved, because you look at the Ducks right now, they're 17-10 to the over on the road. Tampa Bay is 14-10 to the over at home. So let's take the over here with the Ducks and the Lightning and see what the chat looks like. They're all on the over here. Gary Playa joining us today on the over. Ron Hahn on the over. Hello to Gerardo. Even Ziggy's on the over. Everybody's a hockey fan all of a sudden.
Right. I mean, whatever gives you the money, right?
Burley wants the over. Over. Yeah. And talked about that with the Ducks scoring those goals yesterday against Florida. It is the back-to-back. I'm sure that has something to do with that big line, with that $5 line. So Scott says Tampa can get 6. Ziggy's on the over. Everybody's on the over. All right, Evan's getting dizzy. There's so many overs. Gerardo, a little bit different play here, but same concept. Lightning team total over. All right, Mindy, it sounds pretty good. That's a consensus.
That's like the truest of consensuses.
Yep. All right, let's tone it down a little bit with a 350 favorite here, the Devils. Total 6.5 under 15. Also mention Montembeault of Montreal. He is one of the I think there's 2 confirmed goalies so far, and he's one of them.
He's one, okay. I'm going to look to the under. It's 4-1 Canadians last 5 road games, 9-1 the Devils last 10 here versus the conference. I'm going to take the under 6.5.
All right, Mindy, I get it. Certainly with these 2 teams at 6.5, looks like there's some sharp action maybe coming in on the over. That kind of worries me here, but I don't know. That number does seem kind of high for what these 2 teams have been up to of late. So I don't know. I know the Sharps are going to be on the over here, and that kind of piques my interest a little bit.
She's like, it doesn't matter. I'll spend my $350 to win 100.
Ron and Ziggy, I don't know if they meant this game or the last game. So
I think that was the last one.
Okay.
I think Latifah might have been the first commenter. So then Reese came in with some Devils, Butterscotch on the puck line.
Mm-hmm.
Devils are playing pretty good at home.
Gary on the over as well. Hey, Mindy, I want you to say hello to Leroy Hornage here today, joining us in the chat, I believe, for the first time.
That's right.
Thank you, Leroy. Great to have you here today. Wow. We're having a big day with
maybe it's 26 new folks, Evan.
Surprised we're not with all these new comments that we're not up to. But again, a light card. I think just wait till we get to NBA. We might be ready to set that record. John Todd says Devils playing good at home. TJ's going under with you in this one. And Gary over, and New Jersey first period. Is that over for the game or over for the first period? But he does like New Jersey first period. Ziggy says over in the Devils game. So, all right. Mindy likes the under, however, in this one. And for me, I am also going to take the under in this one with Mindy, and let's get our second premium consensus, I think, going for this game. Mindy, when you look at both these teams, I mean, how can you have a 6.5? Really, I would think in this game. I mean, they're not overwhelming under teams, but Montreal is 8-19 to the under on the road. How are they going to get any goals here in this one against New Jersey tonight? So, okay, gotcha. Great. Thank you, Gary. Want to make sure we get you right on the record. We got another premium consensus
right,
here.
Number 4.
Under Montreal and New Jersey. Yep. New Jersey. Don't forget, I mean, they are top 5 in goals allowed, in fewest goals allowed. So they're 350 favorite here. I mean, they're supposed to get rocked. All right. And we know we're already on New Jersey because Latifah said so. So we'll just take a money line because 360. Okay, no, a fair point here by Evan. Looks to over. And New Jersey, to be fair, some of their games have gone more so over of late, just barely, but there's a little bit more scoring of late in their games. All right. Here's the Blues and the Hurricanes. Well, we got another massive favorite. Who wants the look at these? You could have a parlay today with, and I'm sorry I didn't see. I should scroll back and someone mentioned look for the 2 or 3 dogs to hit outright today. Picking them would be tough, but you couldn't go wrong. If you like that, I would almost recommend the 2-team round robins with those big underdogs. Anaheim, Montreal, St. Louis, Chicago, and Philadelphia. Because if you could hit just 2 of those, you would be in the profit. So on a 2-team round robins with those 5 teams, you might even find another dog. Well, Buffalo's a 150. So anyway, here's another big favorite, Mindy. I'm sorry. Hurricanes 340.
Well, it's the Blues and the Hurricanes, and I'm hitting the over. It's 9-1. 9-1-1. The Blues last 11 Tuesday games. It's Tuesday all day, Ramon. Over 6-0 in the Hurricanes last 6 versus a team with a losing record here as well. Hurricanes now scoring like 4.5 goals a game. I like where they're headed. Blues still allowing 4.5 goals a game. Gonna go ahead and take the over here.
All right, Mindy, on the over here with St. Louis and Carolina. Butterscotch is going to be with you in this one, but I think John Todd wants the under here. Ron Hahn comes right back. It looks like a Hahn, a Hahn consensus here with the over.
We should do like over under and cups of coffee in the morning, it sounds.
Or we could have Ron come on, we could just call it the morning Hahn, and it could be Ron and Mindy, and I'll be in the chat.
Right.
And here Latifah wants the over in this one as well. I would think, with these 2 teams, you might consider over. It just, this one at 6.5, and it's a little, let's see. What did we say? Let me get that off. 6.5 under. Okay, well, at least under is the size that's juiced, but oh boy, I don't know. And these 2 teams definitely, they definitely trend, to the over, especially St. Louis. We mention it every time, but I'm going to take. If you guys think it's going to go over, I'm going to take St. Louis on the puck line here. At what am I getting?
106-ish.
Plus 1.5 at plus 122.
Oh, it's 122 now. Yeah, I had it at 106. But yeah, I like that puck line.
I'm going to take St. Louis here on the puck line against Carolina today. And okay, John, I will correct John's play here. We do want to make sure we don't get anybody wrong, or if you do change your mind, no problem.
Yeah.
And do it, Ziggy. I did it. You guys always tell me to, everybody in the chat, do it, Ramon.
Yeah, trust your gut.
Do it, Ziggy. I'm doing it. Let's take St. Louis on the puck line here today against Carolina. You probably maybe 115 would be the average. If I'm looking at just a sharp book that certainly gives out some nice prices to dogs. So let's take the Blues on the puck line. Mindy is on the over here. Scotch says both teams smashing the over of late. Yeah, Carolina is kind of an under team, but over the last few games they've had some overs for sure. Verley, those on the over. TJ's on the over. And Evan says that maybe they will show some life today. Gary coming in with the over in the first period, it looks like. Gerardo with a play here for us. Blues, Canes over. Gerardo's my man when it comes to Liga MX. Ziggy says can't trust the Blues, but he does lean to the over. And he says Hurricane's not going to blow you away, but he likes the Blues puck line. All right. All right, Mindy, let's see here. Let's move on and take a look at another game here. This will be the Red Wings taking on the Caps. The Caps are they're down 10 cents here. I'm showing the Capitals are down to 145. So looks like the Red Wings taking some action here. And the total is 6 over 15.
Yeah, I see some folks here on the Red Wings so far today. I'm just not so sure. My modeling kind of has the Capitals, but at a really low variance. So I'm going to go ahead and take a look at the over here. Red Wings 4-1 to the over in the last 5, scoring 4.5 goals a game. Capitals 1-4 in allowing 3 goals a game. Over 4-1 in the Red Wings last 5 overall there as well. Going over 6 today, Ramon.
All right, Mindy will take the over in the game with Detroit and Washington. Yeah, maybe because it's at 6. That's something that I could possibly get behind. I mean, for the most part, these two teams are kind of teams that trend to the under, especially Washington, 9-15 to the under at home. But Detroit does go over on the road. Seems like they play a little better on the road. That's where I'm going to go today. I'm not going to get on this one with you on the total. Let's see what everyone else has to say before I think I tip my hand there and there. And here it is. Me and Scotch, we're on the same side here, no doubt about it. I want this underdog here at plus $1.25 or so, maybe a little bit higher. Gary says Wings plus 1.5. That is laying $2, so I couldn't do that. I'm going to take the money line here. Wings playing good hockey. Verley wants them to. Ziggy's with you here on the over. And Brent also with you, Mindy, on the over. Latifa sees an over here. She doesn't like the side. Gary says take the puck line and the over. So, it's funny because you talk about these correlated like back in the day, I always say it, back in the day, like I've been around doing this for but when we talk about these books, these new books that come in, the new wave of sports betting in the country, you used to not be able to do anything like these same game parlays that they give out, anything that relate. I mean, going over in one period and still going over in the game, and they just allow that now. I mean, they do penalize you a little bit on the odds, so it's only fair, I guess. But a lot of these same game parlays are, kind of interesting that the books cater to this now. It used to be no chance you could do it. Like books will take puck lines and totals parlayed together now. They'd never do that. And some books still won't do it, but that would never happen back in the day. So anything to keep these customers engaged, they think they can still make the money. I just want to see how it works out after a few years. So many companies getting into sports betting, how many will actually survive? They gotta do a good job. So, and Butterscotch still mentioning, right now we certainly know that the injury situation here. Let's see if we can at least update it or get the update. Ovechkin still out with family, attending to family. We know that. Okay. Ron wants the Wings. Goalie's not confirmed, but yeah, I got you there. Corday wants the Caps, however. Corday, hello, good to see you. Zordon, good to see you as well. Heaven is on fire today. And Jim on the over as well. So, Mindy, you got a lot of support for your over. I'm going to take Detroit. Looks like I got some support as well on this dog. Yeah, there's a couple Caps in there, but we're on Detroit for the most part in the chat, I believe. Maple Leafs and Sabres. The Leafs are $1.70. Total going up. 6.5 over 35. Anybody seeing any sevens out there?
Right. Oh, what does that look like now? The Maple Leafs are still at minus 170. That's kind of gone up and down this morning. I think I'm still going to go ahead and take the over here. Both teams 2-1, scoring 4.5 goals over the last 3. Over 4-1 Maple Leafs last 5 Tuesday games. 4-0 Sabres last 4 Tuesday games as well, Ramon. Over 15-5-2 the last 22 meetings in Buffalo. Taking the over.
All right, Mindy, go over in this one. 6.5 over 35. I can't do it. I can't do it with these clubs right now. I'm just not. Just don't have it. I just don't have it going over, at least at this price. I can't do it. Look, I gave out an underdog. I'm gonna have to give out a favorite here. I'm gonna go with Toronto just on the money line on the road. Here is my play. Minus a $1.70. Give me the Maple Leafs. What did we like here in the chat? Toronto puck line here for Ron. Maybe I should show some pucks and go with Toronto on the puck line. Ziggy likes the over. John Todd says he likes the Sabres as a dog here. Scotch, Toronto, Buffalo, over. Yeah, I could see where you guys are thinking. Buffalo, we think of the 15-11 to the over at home. Toronto just 18-24 to the under as a favorite. Burley, though, wants the over in this one. Kong says Toronto played like garbage in their last game. I don't think he meant yesterday, right, in their last game. NBH Woo is here today.
Ready for the NBA. Woo!
Great to see you. Zordon says DK is at 7. Under is, I think you mean over plus 115. Wow. Yep. Jim likes Buffalo here plus a goal and a half. I think he's saying it'll be 3-2 in favor of Toronto. Yeah, I'm more apt to. I might be the only one. Me and Jim might be the only ones on the under here, I think, in this one. So TJ passes. All right, Mindy, you're on the over. I'm on Toronto here. I took a dog. I took a favorite. It's all fair. I mean, the lines are the lines, right?
Exactly.
Talked about the coin flips. We're not finding many here on the ice today. John, nice call here for John. He says Buffalo 3-way first period. Okay, let's take a look next at the Canucks. They're going to take on the Preds. Predators here are favored. They're down to minus $1.55. Looks like action coming in on Vancouver, 6.5 over 25.
Yeah, again, I'm going to stick with a total here today. These are a little bit, tough for me. Not coming out with real strong plays here on either side. Predators 2-3 over the last 5 games, allowing 3.5 goals, while the Canucks are also 2-3, allowing 4.8 goals a game. Gonna look to the over, Ramon. It's 5-0-1. Canucks last 6 on 2 days rest. 4-0-1. Predators last 5 on a day's rest. Taking over the total.
I have no problem with this one at 6.5 going over. I'm ready to do it. I don't know if you guys are in the chat, but call these 6.5s. It's kind of tough sometimes, but Butterscotch is on the over here. So I don't know. TJ Latifa on the I don't know if that's game or less. Let's just keep going. Here's TJ on the over here. Gary over and Vancouver puck line. Evan loves this game. Get ready. Here we go. Zordon loves the over in this one. Ziggy on the Predators here with
I lean to the Predators.
Predators money line here. Oh yeah, not at $1.65 against Canucks right now. Canucks, they are a master of that puck line. I wish they weren't $1.70.
Right.
Just make the price, but like I said, Gary loves it. He's on the over in the puck line. John likes Nashville. The Tifas loves the over in this one. It's Vancouver. They're 20-5 to the over on the road. Everybody, they're 25 games on the road. 20 of them have gone over. And Nashville is 12-7 to the over as a favorite. So, and Verley says he's going Preds at home and sprinkle on the over. So I like the over. Mindy, give us premium consensus here at over 6.5 with Canucks and the Predators. Blake chiming in from Tennessee as well, and he likes the Preds over, so just got to give us some confidence. All right. Next up, you'll just have to give me about 5 seconds here. I have a typo.
Okay.
And because I can't spell wild, apparently.
What's that?
Because I can't spell wild.
It's a tough one.
Well, I had them wild, like wild. I spelled it like wild E coyote, I think. I had
W-Y?
Well, no, but I had an E instead of a D. All right. Here's the Kings. Will it be quick today? I'm not sure, but that's what the sites are kind of saying here. But I am showing the Wild favorite at $1.30 or so. And the total, there's another typo. The total's 6 under 15.
Yeah, for whatever reason, I'm kind of coming up with a Wild victory on this one again by a small variance. I don't personally like it. I kind of am with you guys. I kind of like the Kings here, but I'm just going to stay away from that one as well. And I'm going to hit over the total. Kings 4-0, scoring 5.75 goals a game. Ramon, they're killing it right now. Wild 2-2, scoring 3 goals a game. Over 5-0 in the Kings' last 5 road games. 11-1 the Kings' last 12 following a win. I'm going to try the over in this one.
All right. Mindy will be on the over. I can't do it. Not
gonna do it.
Well, the Kings are scoring. I wonder about the goalie situation here because certainly we know that Copley is going to be in there most of the time right now, but maybe it is time for Quick to get a start in there, and I guess we'll just see tonight. I mean, I'm going to take the Kings. Again, I'm going to take the Kings. Wait a minute, Scotch. Oh, this is the hockey lock. Yeah. Well, it's kind of like the best bets feature over at Tony'sPicks.com. You get one in every sport.
Right.
So here's Scotch's lock. It's the Kings on the money line. TJ's on the under. I don't know if Latifah's on the Kings or just impressed by the Kings. Yep, she wants them. And Kong's Clips likes Kings. Kong's Clips Kings. On the puck line, nonetheless. Well, plus 1.5 at minus 225. Pretty high price, but keep that insurance in their run. Kings and over, agreeing with you and me, Mindy. I'm not on the over, I don't think. I might not be on the under either, but
You gotcha.
Ziggy over and Wild. And Latifa also agreeing with you. Gary Playa, puck line and over. And Doubles chimes in with his first play of the day with us. He likes a goal in the first 10. And Evan was surprised that the Wild was a favorite. I wonder if this line will move. So Kong Kings money line. And Evan. Okay, Evan was talking about maybe going with the Wild puck line, but maybe we'll be switching now. So TJ fading the Scotch lock. But welcome, TJ. Hey, we never mind, never.
Yeah.
Worry.
All plays are live. All plays.
I would say this, so in due respect to anybody in the chat, I would just try to say, I just prefer the other side. He may just be in jest saying I'm fading the Scott because he likes the Wild, but I would say if in turn always say, hey, I like the Wild in this one. I might be fading you here, but I don't think he's saying he's fading Scotch because it's Scotch. I think he's just saying he likes the Wild, so he is like if I were to like the Wild, I also would be fading Scotch's lock, but I'm not fading it because I'm fading Scotch. I just like the Wild. That's not the case here. I like the Kings, but I'm trying to make a point. We don't want to
Scotch, but I'm all over the Wild in this one. Minus 1.5.
We don't want to single anybody out. That's not what we're about. We've already proven that with some, and TJ's a good that TEEJAY, good commenter, good contributor. So I think that's what he means there. So, and okay, let's see. Scotch, more comments though here on that. And Verley will say he'll take that Kings puck line as well. So good point from John Todd. He thinks Kings are going to be a public side today. I think they might. Yeah. And there's TJ showing his puck line. That's a good price, right? Plus $1.95. So don't mind that, TJ. I know where you're coming with that. We're on the Kings. Myself, Mindy's on the over. Make sure we get all these comments in on this game, though. Nathan, good to have you here with us today. And okay, I think we've got them all. Let's go to the next game.
Go, couple left.
Yep. Golden Knights on the road here at the Blackhawks. Mindy, the Golden Knights are up to 290 here. Want to tell you that Laurent Brosseau is one of the two confirmed goalies. You might remember Brosseau. He has been with the Knights before. I believe this is probably his third or fourth team. He's been with the Knights previously. I think this is his season debut, however, in goal. He is confirmed. Let's see. It is his season debut. He was 8-11 and 3 at Henderson. I should go to Henderson games. They're right down the street, actually. Here.
Right.
So closer than the big arena. So, okay, so the Golden Knights, so here, big favorite. They're up to 290 on the road.
Well, I mean, I like the Knights today, but not at, 290. So looking at the total here again today, I actually like the under. It's 8-1-1, the Golden Knights last 10 road games, 7-3 Blackhawks last 10 versus a team with a winning record. And then if I take a look at the last 5 meetings in Chicago, 4 of those have gone to the under head-to-head. Taking the under 6.5 today.
I'm taking the under 6.5 with Mindy Hahn. The Midwest. I'm just going to tail Mindy in this one. No, I like the under with the Golden Knights and the Blackhawks. We'll see how Brossois. Let me say it right. I mean, come on. I can read French. Can read hockey names. I said Brossois, but it's Brossois. Brossois. I know it's Brossois. Tell me it's not, chat. We've seen him in there before. I'm pretty sure it is Brossois. So. And I see all kinds of comments on this one coming in. Are the Blackhawks sneaky? I think they are here today. I think this is one where maybe they've won 2 in a row again. I don't want to call them dumb Blackhawks. Don't want to offend anybody. A butterscotch on the over, though, going against us here. It looks like Ron will lay the puck line. And I don't think it is risky, TJ. I think the Blackhawks would be a side. And I might look to that puck line today, actually. I like the under here with Mindy too much to make that puck line my pick. So we said Scotch on the over, a Ziggy Vegas puck line. Stop sleeping on. Yeah, but TJ, just once they get rolling, they just start to lose again. So, but yeah, Scotch is on Chicago. That's a big sign right there. Here's Gary. He's taking the over, going against us on that, but I like Chicago plus 2.5. What's that price, Gary? I don't know if I can call it up fast enough without delaying the show, but that might. That's probably not going to be too reasonable of a price for me. But TJ might do it at 2.5. So, and there's Ziggy gave out his plays today, and we'll put him up there. Vegas at -1.5 +1 or -110, and also Nashville. VGK, right. And we talked about it, Scotch, right? We knew that the problems were coming for Vegas. Remember, Mark Stone goes out for whatever reason. Vegas doesn't perform as well in the short term. So, and they've had other issues, including now some issues at goalie. So, like I said, Brossois has a lot of, quite a bit of experience. He's not new. Let's see, Chicago plus 2.5 -$2. So Ron does like the under with us here. And okay, Vegas team total under for butterscotch. And doubles coming to us from Chicago, talking about some of the issues. We saw, Kane with that great performance the other night. Raising his trade stock maybe, right? So likes the under there. But yeah, that was quite a performance the other night. So what we had there. Stone, obviously, is out with the back problem. Hill, the backup goalie, out. That's why we see the change here. Thompson's out as well. So we'll see. Thompson's out. We know Thompson's out for an extended period of time. That's why the Knights are, bringing up Brossois. Hill should be returning, but not available tonight. So for Chicago, problems right now with some players being out, certainly. So, all right, let's go under here in this one, Mindy. And are there any more plays here? There's Kong's Clips. He likes Vegas. Blackhawks with that. No, I don't think that was last night, right, for the Blackhawks? No, they weren't in action last night. I think it was the night before. So, yeah, they had that win 5-3 over Toronto. So, all right, Latifah's ready for the last game. TJ's back on college basketball. You guys are all. I'm trying to make sure we get all the play. Let me just move ahead to the last game. Everybody's already commenting. That must be I'm going too slow. All right, Flyers and the Oilers here. Here's another one. Here's another one you want to put on your. Anybody put a pick in the Discord of all the favorites? I want to see it. Here's Oilers minus 300. This is a 7 under 25.
Well, I'm going to not break my streak, and I'm going to go with all totals today, Ramon.
What are you me all of a sudden?
Well, look, I mean, like, it's like, you know.
Look, you're right. I mean, look at these crazy. You're right. Look at these crazy. Look at this one. There's going to be like 8 or 9 goals scored in this game. Right?
Well, that's what I think, right? I'm taking the over. Flyers 1-3 over their last 4 games, putting up almost 4 goals a game while giving up 5. Oilers 0-4 in their last 4 games, scoring 3 goals while allowing 4.5. Everyone's allowing way more goals than they put in, so it should be a good one here. Over 4-0 in the Flyers last 4, 4-0 the Oilers last 4, over 7-1 the last 8 meetings in Edmonton. Give me the over.
All right, I'll do it too. What am I gonna do? Lay $3? I don't want to lay the Flyers. They do get some puck lines. I don't know. Edmonton, they probably they should crush them here. What is it going to be? 6-3 or something like? Is it going to be 6-3? Is it going to be 5-4? Or is it going to be 6-3? Anyways, you guys are already in the chat. Latifa was like, let's just get it. Latifa would never say rush the show, but she was like, let's just get this.
Like, why are we wasting more time on this pick?
All these big lines. Let's just, what, Latifa, what do you do when you've got a bunch of blowouts going on? She's on the over here. Ron likes Edmonton on the puck line. They are only minus $1.30. But Latifa says Flyers puck line, so
that's kind of how I go. Flyers puck line.
Really? I just worry because
I've just lost too much on the Oilers as of late, so I'm like, I win more on the Flyers puck line than I do anything else. I don't know.
Well, I scored.
It's what I'm not gonna play. That's my, I'm not playing it. But if I had to,
well, I scored last night with that total in Philadelphia and Calgary, and it looked like it just went almost according to script with the over when they, came back to tie it 3-3. So. Gary said he wants to know what everybody thinks. Scotch Taylor Latifa here says take the puck line. And Jim says Edmonton money line and over. And Ziggy's going over with Mindy, and so am I. Evan can't get a handle on Edmonton. Evan and Edmonton. Yeah, and John says, look, Flyers money line. Maybe, I don't know. I'm not sure. Kong's ready to talk some golf. I'll tell you. Let's finish this. Show. I don't have a pick yet, but I want to comment on what Kong said about the golf, and I do want to make a comment on golf right now. So, Flyers puck line for TJ. It looks like. For sure. Yeah, it's tough, John, or especially if you want to lay the puck line, right? Oilers haven't been looking great, but God, they, I don't know, they do make money at home. So, all right. All right. That's it for the show, and I'll just comment on what Kong was saying right now. When it comes to golf, Mindy, and Mindy will get our plays ready. But man, John Rahm is in every single tournament, isn't he? And usually he's going off at 7 or 8 to 1 usually, because in golf you're never like maybe 6 to 1 at some square books. But John Rahm going off every tournament. And he's just automatic right now. I mean, the man is at the top of his game, at the top of the game currently, and you're getting them every time at 7, 8, 9 to 1. Look, you don't want to take chalk necessarily, but here's the indication that you still are getting value on John Rahm. As soon as they're done with the first round, usually, and Rahm is within striking distance, he's already down to 3, 4, 5 to 1. So even if he doesn't win the tournament, even as the chalk, I think you are getting value currently in all these tournaments that John Rahm is showing up in at this point. There are some other golfers playing terrific right now, and it does seem like the same crew here. Remember, you got the live golfers all missing action right now. Good decision, you guys. We've already played 4, 5, 6 tournaments, making, thousands and thousands of dollars. I'm glad you'll have your $1 million purse to play for at the live golf tournament. But they are, right now, we've already played 4, 5, 6 tournaments, and these guys were waiting on them to just get their first tournament going. So, all right, live golf, we see you, but we're waiting. Here's Mindy with our plays today. We have Texas A&M artistic control for Mindy. She says we'll put them on the money line just to make sure. Toledo, though, we will lay the 4 points here. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I thought I saw your Magic come out at what, plus 50,000? Is that what it was? For the champions.
Here comes the hockey with Lightning over, Canadians under, Canucks over, Golden Knights under, and Flyers over. We can't have any sides if Mindy doesn't pick any.
I picked them all today, all of them.
Picking like me there. Jim's got a futures play for the chat, he says. He likes Virginia. Plus 2,500 to win it all. I mean, here's the thing, and I even said it too, and I don't want to correct myself. I mean, Virginia has the team that can enter the tournament and win. Even if the ACC is down, I don't know how. The talk is now, that the ACC is behind even the Mountain West and the KP rankings. I don't know how that's the case necessarily, but they talk about, and I even said, Virginia kind of transcend. They can win the tournament just because of their style. But remember, that style also got them in trouble when they were the 116 game against Baltimore County. Remember that losing? Remember when they were upset? Just I don't know. Now it's what was that, 7 or 8 years ago now? But it's the same type of Virginia team, and they got into that situation where they ended up losing to Baltimore County. So I think that same kind of play that they have that makes them competitive to, can beat any team on any night, also can get them a little bit into trouble. So Latifa, great night for wins. And I didn't see that. Scott says maybe just getting the news because where he's at. But Lonzo Ball, it's just not a great situation for Lonzo not being able to take the floor this year. Be interesting to see type of player he is, having to come back from an injury. I'll be interested to see if Alonzo can return to form. I'm a big fan of his, but I don't like that news, especially if he's going to miss the rest of the year. And I think it will be a challenge for him to take the court again. I think he can do it, but a little bit worried there about that. So good show, everybody. Thank you. We'll head on to 26.com real quick. I was supposed to do that while Minnie type it in, but head on over there, and if you miss our show, you can always pick up our plays. Go to the All Cappers tab, find the Morning Steam. Unfortunately, Mindy, that our account's a little bit towards the bottom here of late. Not too bad. But you can pick up our plays by purchasing them. Now, you can watch the show every day. No problem. It's absolutely free. There are plays and your plays, chat. I mean, I think, sometimes we have some disagreements in there, but Mindy and I got to make the call. And If you miss the show, remember, if you buy the picks, even though you can get them for free, you can go back and look on YouTube. You can rewind it, find the plays for free. But if you do purchase the picks, Mindy and I do get the commissions on it. We want to thank everybody who has subscribed to these picks. We know probably with some of you in the chat that just want to make sure you get the plays, and we do appreciate it very much. It helps keep Mindy and I on the air here at Tony's Picks, believe it or not, because we work off our sales, so we're not paid employee. We're just contractors here. This is, Tony and the GM's website. It's Tony's YouTube channel. We're honored to be on it, and we're honored that we get the show. Mindy is averaging over 500 views per day now. We got up to 100 views today, and we got to what, 88? 88 is the most I saw. Did anybody see anything else higher?
No, that's about right.
So you can always purchase the picks, like I said, and if you miss them, and make sure you're on board with the plays of Mindy and I and the chat. Don't forget.
Yeah, and Pick Zombie, you can come back for game day picks. There's more picks, or you can find us on Twitter. There's more picks, or you could go to Tony'sPicks.com, and Ramon has 2 more video picks for you, and then you can see Tony, and he has more picks. All we do is give out picks.
I do, Mindy. Thanks for mentioning that. I have further picks today so far. They'll be up on the Tony'sPicks.com site. In the my sponsor video is in the San Jose State Nevada game, because I see that we want more picks. Zombie wants more picks, so I've got San Jose State and Nevada video coming up on the website here, and also I'll have one in Fresno State Air Force. So I'm in the Mountain West.
Ramon's going to hold the show down on his own today. So
Mountain with size.
Yep. Him and Tony.
Kong, that's nice. I mean, Kong is I'm looking to Kong for Kongs to become a leader,
right.
A leader here. So,
right.
Yeah. All right. I think that's it. I think everybody's burnt out, ready to roll. Let's get the winning started. Mindy, I'll mention one more thing as we head on out of here, because a Steam play is coming in right now. If you want to check your odds screen or your sports books, here's a game that's on the move. Texas Tech and Oklahoma. They're going under right now. We're being steamed. Texas Tech and Oklahoma. It was at 137.5, and right now I'm showing that game is down to 136 on an online book here. One of the good online books that you might be familiar with, down to 136. I'm showing the trendy book, just the wise guy book, if you will, just 10 minutes away just up the strip here, actually, is down to 135. So I'm showing this one definitely on the move. Texas Tech, Oklahoma State, under to getting out of as we get on out of here. So yeah, we'll catch you on game day picks. We'll have another pick. I don't know what Mindy's going to come with today.
Oh, today, remember, I can't make it today. My sister's having surgery, so I'm gonna get the kids from the bus helping her out. So Ramon has to hold down the fort today.
Evan, meet me in the Discord. Let's start to maybe get some tennis picks going in there. I know I haven't really been in action on the website with tennis, but I do like to play tennis very much. Tennis betting, that is. I'm not that great on the court myself, but let's go ahead and maybe we can get some conversation. I know it's not everybody's game in there, but maybe in the Discord we can have a little bit of tennis action, because I've been watching final scores come up on my screen here all morning while we're on this show and ready to go check my bets to see how I did yesterday. And that's just it. Usually I bet until I'm rolling good. I mean, to make a premium play, it's just not, we just don't. Yeah, maybe Mindy and I are high volume, but we get, when I'm losing, Mindy, I kind of lessen my plays. And when I'm winning, I increase my plays. And when it comes to tennis, because there's not a lot of people who are interested in purchasing tennis picks, I really wait either for the majors or if I'm really hot to get those up there. So, all right. Yeah. Happy Fat Tuesday, everybody. And see, maybe we get some more Mardi Gras action. All right. Thanks, Mindy. Great job by you. Thanks to everyone in the chat. Thanks to all of our new commenters in the chat. We really appreciate you. Please join us again and bring more pics and more info. And also, I want to thank everyone who watches this show on a replay and doesn't watch it live, because you guys are just as important to us. So we don't get to hear from you, but please stop by if you can, or comment below and say, hey, I'm a viewer and I watch. I just don't have a chance to comment. So, all right. Thanks a lot. Great job, Mindy. Thank you to the chat. We'll catch you tomorrow with more morning steam. Go almost back, NBA. Don't worry, guys. All right.
Closer.
For Mindy Hahn, I'm Ramon Scott. Thank you for joining us.
Bye-bye.